Hi Michele, thank you so much for coming in here today. So Michele is somebody who we've worked with on Gaia Baby. I've known her for a long time, haven't I?
Very long time, yes.
And anyway, Michele has collaborated with us on Gaia Baby, creating some beautiful designs for us. But you haven't always been a designer. So tell us a little bit about how you got to your third career.
So initially I started out when I left school as a paediatric nurse.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed that time. Probably by the time I finished, it was the bureaucracy that probably turned me off.
Broke your back.
Broke my back. It
Yes.
wasn't the children. I really enjoyed working with the children. But from there,
you went into full-time
care of my two children.
Yeah.
And I felt those years were probably, for me, I felt they were appropriate time to actually be at home for them and to support them.
Okay.
They were pre-secondary school.
Okay. All right. And then there came a stage, obviously, where you felt you needed to do something else or
Yes.
something for yourself. And how did you take that kind of big leap?
Well, the leap was kind of taken for me. It was a snowball effect. I had really enjoyed art at school, and
but never got
the encouragement
Yeah.
to kind of go for it. So when my girls were gone to secondary school, I actually felt like I'd been facilitating everybody but hadn't been doing anything for myself. So I went and did an art class, just an adult art class. But within a number of months, I suddenly found that I was actually being encouraged to do a portfolio to apply for college, which was never my intention.
Wow.
And so that was kind of, I actually didn't even realise it was happening until I was actually suddenly going, there's dates for submissions. And so then I applied to all of the 3 art colleges in Dublin.
Okay.
And I got accepted to all 3, which I was incredibly surprised and amazed.
Yeah. Not only did you get accepted to all 3, but you actually ended up going to the most eminent, well, I probably shouldn't say that actually, but you ended up going to NCAD and graduating with distinction, yeah?
Yes.
So well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so obviously when we started our journey with Gaia Baby, we needed to get some designs and inspiration behind the brand. And I remember the day I came to you and actually said, Michele, would you be willing to do some designs for us? And I think we were both really scared.
Yeah.
But you've come up with some amazing and very beautiful designs for us. And you can see here today, guys, that, and you might have seen on some of our photography and things like that recently, that we're using some of the designs that Michele came up with to make here some faux wallpaper, and also here some bedding and textiles, which at some stage we hope we'll be able to offer to you as limited editions. So Michele, could you tell me a little bit about the process that you went through to create these designs?
Yeah, so when you came to me, and you're quite right in saying it was quite a frightening moment, it was a big leap, because even though I had done textiles, I probably hadn't done this type of work in college. So it was a steep learning curve. It was a really exciting challenge, and I'm forever grateful for the opportunity. Somebody who's just graduated from college, it was a great opportunity to be offered. So I worked, I suppose, initially with the idea of looking at Gaia herself and what Gaia means, and about her. She's Mother Earth, and she's protector of animals and plants. So I looked at the plants and the animals that she was meant to be. They were meant to be her sacred animals, and so from that I came up with some of the kind of intricate, smaller designs.
Yeah.
But then with the second design, I wanted to kind of keep to strengthen the brand for Joanne. I decided to use the logo as part of a pattern, so just it would kind of be seen constantly and be the brand.
For me, I just thought that was the most fascinating thing, because I had never actually looked at the logo in that way. So you just like kind of looked at it in a completely different way and kind of took an excerpt from that and made it into a pattern, which is really fantastic. So I love that.
So it was kind of exciting, and so all those the initial images or the pattern was hand drawn and then had to then be put into Photoshop and then worked from there, whatever. But it was a really exciting journey. I really enjoyed doing it, and I think it represents Gaia quite well.
I think it's lovely, really, really lovely. So what other work are you doing in your design career at the moment?
So at the moment I'm doing some, which is probably not such design, but I'm doing some research on the vicereines, the women who were lived in the castle, Dublin Castle here in Ireland. So I'm doing research there on the women, inspirational women. Yeah. So women who were very much the backbone of the Viceroy, and at the same time I'm starting to do some research then on a subject or a theme that I was really, really passionate about when I was in college. It was about memory and the passing of time and how we document it, etc. So that's is a project that's ongoing at the moment.
Okay. And on your website as well, you're obviously too shy to mention your lovely selfie scarves. So Michele actually does special commissions, which are personalised printed textiles, really, as part of that kind of memory theme.
Exactly.
Yeah, which are really, really nice. Well, Michele, thank you so much for collaborating with us. We absolutely love your designs, and we're going to use them as much as we possibly can.
And it was a pleasure working with you. It was a great journey.
Thank you.